Battery died, I just changed it out, but yeah, back to the batteries. It would be, I think I'm gonna relocate these elsewhere. I don't know, maybe put them next to the generator if I do a generator, or if not, just put them back there. And still toying around with exactly what to do. I know for sure I want to run a stereo all night if I want to, or out at the desert with friends and listen to music at an okay volume. Refrigerator, of course, and lights. Lights should be easy. I think it's the stereo and refrigerator probably take up a little bit more amperage, but keep thinking of different ideas. I don't know if I should go with the 8D lead acid batteries, or some people use Tesla batteries or the Nissan Leaf batteries. If I could figure that out for a decent deal and not get too techie with it, I think that could be a cool alternative, because you can get those used for a pretty good deal, it seems like. But yeah, that's still to be thought up. Typical fuse box. I've done a little cleanup in here so far, but as you can tell, there's a long ways to go. Still have to document all this. Luckily, I'm pretty good with wires. I'd prefer to do electronics and electrical over metalwork, but gotta pick that up too. So yeah, this will be fun for me. I like running wires and cleaning things up and documenting it all, making wiring diagrams. That's what I do for work, and I don't mind it. So there's an air tank behind there, and then some air drain valves. I gotta turn up the brightness a little bit. There you go. So I'm not gonna mess with I don't think I'm gonna mess with anything from the tire forward, because that's engine components and everything else. I think I'll pull off they have the two AC compressors for the condensers back there, so I'll pull those off the engine. But other than that, the engine's a good runner, the transmission seems pretty solid, and I prefer to touch those as little as possible. Front, I'll leave the headlights, but do something cooler with that one's a blinker, and then this one I think is for the original school bus, lights. Then up there, I was thinking of a light bar, and light bars are cool, but everyone also does light bars, so I don't know. I think to keep a little bit of the original look, it might be cool to do 4 Hellas or 4 KC lights, or I know Procom, a bunch of other companies make them, but probably do HIDs, because the LEDs are still pretty expensive in those type of light. Yeah, we got the interior. I've thought of leaving this AC unit in, but I don't know, it's ugly. I'll do another one for once I'm camped out. The only thing I'm concerned about is if I'm driving in the desert and it's over 100 degrees, it's probably going to be miserable driving. So I still got to figure that one out. My friend also, before I bought this guy off of him, sold, I think it was a light switch. I don't know if you can see it. Might be a little bit too dark still. But yeah, there's a light switch here, so they yanked the dash apart and cut some wires. So I gotta go fix that. But then, luckily, because he's my friend, he pulled another gauge cluster out of a bus before he scrapped it. So got a spare light switch, full spare cluster. So that's nice. This panel, I'm thinking I'm gonna pull everything out, just cut a new piece of plastic, put my own switches in. This just, I don't know, it's a little clunky, a little dated. I'm not going to be using half the switches that were here, then adding a few of my own, so yeah, think it's best to remove it, pull it out, do something new. The seat, I'll do something a little bit more modern, a little bit more comfortable at some point. This will be fine for now, though. I mean, just like with the exterior and undercarriage, I don't really want to go in front of this line and modify a whole lot in the beginning, because there's plenty to worry about back here, so I should keep the focus back there and just let up here be for a while. It's not bad. It's not too beat up compared to some of the buses I've seen. But yeah, I think that would be a good starting point. Then the let's see if that guy, you gonna stay, or do you want to fall on my head? There it goes. The motor, I'm surprised it literally starts right up. Seems like a very healthy bus. I drove it up on the freeway. Yeah, everything seemed really solid. So I hope this guy gives me a lot of life. I really don't want to deal with any mechanical issues for a while. I know it's inevitable, but there's plenty to focus on building it, so I'd prefer not to have to focus on a bunch of mechanical issues in the meantime. But yeah, this guy seems pretty happy. I think they did pretty decent service at LA Unified School District. Come on, gonna go? There we go. Yeah, and then you can also see that's the 5 inches that the floor was raised. So that is a little annoying that you got the little step up there, but yeah, there's worse things. It's nice not to have the wheel wells. It's nice to step up in one spot rather than have step ups over every wheel well. So yeah, I'll take it. I know a lot of people don't do a passenger seat, but I think it's nice to have a passenger and a driver sitting right next to each other, so you could talk a little bit. I'll probably put the seat all the way forward, maybe make a little panel to put your feet on. I've seen some RVs do that. Yeah, not sure yet. I'll figure it out as time goes. That, like I said, the front's not the most important. Most important is getting the roof raised, making the interior look somewhat decent. Everything else can slowly follow. All the little fine details. The roof's about 6'2" right now. Slightly shy of 6'2", but basically 6'2". But yeah, I'll raise it 10 inches, so it should be 7 foot on the dot in the center, which I think will be a good height. I've seen the ones that they raise the roof 20 inches, and they're nice on the inside, but I don't know. I don't want to go that high. I'm going to keep it at 10 inches, so I think that'll be enough head height for me to feel comfortable and for storage and for everything else. It's a little bit of a mess right now. I've been working all day. I just figured I'd do this video tour, but I've been catting up different floor plans. I've gone through about 10 so far, but I think I'm going to keep the bed in the rear. I think that just makes the most logical sense for a bed to be. Still deciding if I'm going to have it raise up or not, because I'd love to put dirt bikes and jet ski and whatever other toys inside, but in worst case, put them on a tray outside. Should be fine. Yeah, I figured put bed there. And I don't think I'm going to wall it in. I was thinking about it at first, but I think just make it like a studio. Make everything wide open. Then on that side, do a little bit of storage, and then I just want to do a long bar / kitchen going down. I think it'd be nice to have a big, wide cooking area and working area, and I don't know. I like flat surfaces. I think it'll be nice. And then put the refrigerator back there. And on this side, probably do more storage and have a couch and then the couch will have a fold-out bed for a friend, and then right about here, from I think about this pillar to a little past this one, I'll put the shower and toilet. I think I'm going to do a black water toilet. Not convinced on the nature's head. I don't remember what they're called. The composting toilets. But yeah, I think I'm just going to do a black and gray water tank. And then right in front of that guy is where the wheel well is. So there, I'm just going to do more storage, top to bottom. I feel like if I did live in it, which I'm not sure I'm going to do yet, I would need a lot of storage. So good place for tools and living items and everything else. I'm not going to reuse the original windows. When I raise the roof, I'll do RV style. Figure I'll just cut them all either in the center or maybe stagger them every other, and then wall the whole thing and then put select windows. I do want it to be somewhat open though. Like, I like windows around the bed, but of course have curtains, and then I want the bar to have a view out in most places. So definitely want to still make it feel open like a school bus, not too closed off, but yeah, we'll see. I'm not setting anything in stone yet. Guess that's about it. Thinking doing the hump right here. Leave the front alone, just leave the drive area. Plus, they have more head height here anyways, because it drops down 5 inches, so you still have a lot of head height. Just here, this area is when it starts to hump up. So I think that's where I'm going to do it, and have a little bit more head height the whole way back. And then for raising back here, I've seen where people will cut it like right about there, but I don't want to have to remake the whole door skin and figure out what to do with the windows and all that. It just seems like more complication than I really want. So I think I'm going to cut it right at this level, because it's easy just to do a 10-inch piece of metal the whole way on the inside and outside. I think that will be the easiest, most simplistic way. I want to make everything clean, don't really want to hack things up too much, and I also want it to be quick and efficient. I don't like spending a ton of time working on the little details. Like, don't want to remake a whole rear door. It just seems like more work than I really want. These doors are going to go away, so I have to figure out how to cleanly do a panel on the inside and outside to cover them up. Anyways, I've probably rambled on long enough, so I think I'm going to conclude the tour. But trying to finish it in about 8 or 9 months. Right now it's the end of October 2018. My lease at my apartment's up in August, I think? Yeah, August 2019. So I'd like to get it at least at a pretty good point by then. The goal is to lift the roof before the end of the year and have it all rainproof and ready for the winter weather by then, so I can at least put a heater inside